Hello and welcome to another 12 Weeks of Christmas with Barb Ryder. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. I have a great project for you tonight or today or whenever you're watching this using the Framed and Festive. Now this is a limited edition stamp set that is currently available as of today's till December through December. The item number is 160888 because you can only find that on my website if you go there, and it's still current. So depending on when you're watching this video, you can still get this, when I'm recording this, you can still get this stamp set. So the beauty of all this is you can use any sentiment that you might have. So I am going to go ahead, we're going to create this card right here. This is a Slimline card. And let's move this out of the way and we will get started. This particular card, I am using the dark daffodil. I am using the dark shaded spruce and the light shaded spruce Stampin' blends, which are alcohol markers. I'm also using the glitter washi tape. Now this is no longer available, but here's the thing. If you have black sparkle paper, glimmer paper, that is another option that you can use instead of the washi tape. I'm also using the designer paper that is in the holiday July to December catalog, and it is on page 87. You get a huge variety of holidays and just non-occasion paper. The good thing here is that you get 48 12 by 12 sheets for $18 as a hostess benefit. Now this is only if you have an order that's $150 or more, or if you host a class with me and you can get this as one of your benefits, okay, in your hostess benefits. So I'm using that, and I will give you the measurements for the card. One other thing that I'm using, get all these pieces out here, is I am using our Slimline envelopes, which go with, that's how I how I decided what size to go with on the card. So this is shaded spruce. This is 7.5 by 8.5. And then this is scored at 3 3/4 right down the center, okay? So that makes your card base. Now I also have some basic white, and those will be layered onto the card. 3.5 by, I believe, 8 1/4. So I have 2 of those. Then I have some of the designer paper that I said that came from the hostess set. This piece is 3 by 4, I believe. 3 1/4. 3 1/4 by 4. Then I have this designer piece. See how there's different, it's not really Christmas. You could use it for birthdays or whatever. But this is 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, and I have 2 of those. Okay, that is what we're using. I do have some scrap white because we're going to stamp our sentiment. And use the, I did not look this up, the punch, before I sat down here to record this. We're going to be using this punch. It's in the annual catalog. So this you can find in the annual catalog. And that catalog is available through April of 2023. All right, so what are we doing here? This is for my silicone mat here. So let's go ahead and we're going to color these trees. And so I'm going to do some in the light and some in the dark of the shaded spruce. And it really doesn't, I mean, you can, however you want to do it. But this paper is so easy to color. And you can see how fast, I mean, you don't have to be perfect, but just color this in. I want to do different. I'm going to color in all of the ones that have openings, I believe. Let's see, let's go with this one here. And these markers, well, they're not markers, they're alcohol markers, I guess. But they they blend beautifully. But this particular project, I've done other projects where I've done blending, but I have not, this one I'm not using them as blending. I just want a a light and a dark. That's one of the things too. If you follow me on Facebook, go and find me at Stamp with Barb Ryder on Facebook and join our group so that you'll get notifications every time that I go live, and that is normally Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, life happens. I've had several things happen lately, but hopefully I'm on the upswing, and I'm not going to be having family deaths and things like that happening, so that I can still keep my Thursdays with you. But anyway, you know, life happens, you guys, right? So if you follow me, you know how things are going. But I'm doing great. Things are going well. We are back in the swing of things after several things happening. I'm going back to the light, and I'm coloring this in with the light. Okay, I just want my trees colored. I'm not going to color the little skinny ones here. We're just going to leave those. All right, I think I've got them all colored in the way I want. Okay, beautiful. Now we're going to go with our daffodil, and we have stars. So I'm going to use the bullet tip end and color in these stars so that I have some yellow for my stars. Now there's little diamonds here too. I think I'm going to just do those also. Yeah, there we go. All right, so got those. Now the last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead, I've already pre-punched this. I'll stamp on it afterwards because it'll fit in there just fine. But I am going to go ahead and take, I think I'll take the dark. I'm going to take the dark brush tip end of the alcohol marker, and I'm just going to go around the edge. And what this does is it just gives you kind of it makes it look like you have a layered piece behind it, because you're getting the edges of this. See that? So now I'm done with the alcohol markers. Move those out of the way. Okay, we are going to take Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. That is the sentiment I chose to use for this project. And it's kind of a big stamp, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this upside down and just ink up my sentiment this way. And then let's go ahead, move this over. Sorry, I didn't mean to bang you around there. Let's turn it this way. There are definitely, this is more rounding here, and this is kind of drawn out here. So I'm going to go with this one, and let's just kind of go right there. Beautiful. There's my sentiment, and I am ready with that one. I'm going to go ahead and wash this off while I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, it might get missed, and it'll be dirty when I go to put it into my back in the case. All right, now we're ready to put our card together. So how I'm doing this is we're going to use one of the white pieces here, and we are going to take these pieces, and I am going to do them where the swirlies are going up. I'm going to grab my adhesive. This is my Stampin' Seal, which works fabulous for me. I am going to put this my silicone mat down in case I go over the edge with my adhesive. All right, so now what I'm going to do is going to balance this out so that I have a little bit of edging around my card here. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn it on the other side and put this piece on. Okay, got that. And again, I want this to go up, so I'm going to do it sideways so I can make sure I'm getting this on here correctly. And I have it in such a way that it's going to balance out down here. So it's going to be the same. See how it's even there? That's what I want. All right, there's that. So then next we are going to go ahead and put this piece in the middle. So, and isn't that cool how the markers go through on the back? Makes it look a little different. Okay, come on there. There we go. All right, let's bring this over. We are going to go ahead and lay that down. I'm going to bring it up kind of high, a little bit higher, I think. There we go. Just like that. Beautiful. So now it looks like I have, you know, all one piece as my front. Who would have thought that was 3 pieces of paper, right? So here's the step where you use the washi tape. And now I have to find out where I put my washi tape. Did it roll somewhere on me? I am not. Does that ever happen to you as you're stamping? Here it is. Ta-da! So I'm going to go ahead and put the washi tape on. Like I said, if you have the black glimmer paper, it would work just the same. You just have to cut a small piece. Now, this little strip is 1/4 inch, so you could even go 1/2 inch if you like the sparkle. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to go right here at the edge with my washi tape, I think. There we go. And that's going to go to there, if I can get it straight. Okay, there we are. Now, this is easy that you can rip it, but I'm going to cut it so that I'm right to the edge and that I can get it straight. So there we are. And then let's go ahead and put one at the bottom here. I'm just trying to concentrate to get it straight. Okay, whoops, I see I didn't go all the way to the edge there. There we are. Okay, so one of the things earlier when I was saying something or doing something, I don't edit my videos, so you are just getting this as I'm stamping and how it comes out. Same thing for Thursdays. If you watch my uploads on YouTube here of my lives, you'll see it's just real. This is how it is, and that's what you get when you come and check out Barb Ryder with Stampin' Up. All right, so this is done. So our next step is, this is just going to go on the front of our card base. All right. And again, this shaded spruce coordinates with the paper, and that's how I chose. That's the beautiful thing with Stampin' Up! Is all of our papers, our markers, our ribbons, designer papers, they all coordinate with all of our colors. So look how amazing that is, how great the coordination of those colors are. So there is that. Now lastly, we are going to go ahead and we're going to add this to our card, our sentiment right here. But I need some dimensionals for that. So let's grab a couple of the larger dimensionals. Now we do have dimensionals that are mini, and so you could use those. I'm using the large ones for this. And then this is just going to go kind of right here. Okay, make sure I have it on straight. There we are. Just like that. Now we're not done. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to add some gems on here. So what I want to tell you is that if you are a stamper, you probably have these in your package. This is a retired Garden Gems. It came out with a suite that was Eden's Garden, I believe. Anyway, these little gems are kind of like red and green themselves. So I did use those. You can see I used those on this card. However, I thought I would go ahead and use the iridescent rhinestones because they kind of pick up the color that you're putting down. And let me pull them out so I can use a couple of the different ones. Because, of course, you cannot get the other rhinestones at this time because they're retired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this let's see here. I think I'm going to take the large gem, one of the large ones, and I'm just going to pick it up with my take your pick tool, and I'm going to put that right in the middle of my sentiment down here. It's hard to see, but there it is. Okay, and it's just got a nice pretty kind of glimmer to it. And then I'm going to go ahead and I thought I had more mediums on here, but I don't. Let's see, because I think the small ones are too small. So let's pull out the rest of these. Let's take the one medium that we have here, and I'm going to put that right next to it there. And then I need to grab a medium off of here and put that next to it here. Okay, see what I've done? Right there. Now, if you wanted to do red, you could put red gems on this, whatever works for you. But these iridescent ones are picking up, they're just picking up the colors that are there. Then lastly, I'm going to go ahead and grab the some of the little ones, and I'm going to put those on the tops of my trees. Okay, just like that. So I've got that one. Maybe we'll do one here, the top of that tree. And then I've got one more tree over here. I'm going to grab this one and put it here, because we like bling on our cards, right? All right, so let me see if you can see the bling. Okay, so there we are, here and here on the tops of the trees and right there. Lastly, we don't want to have a card that's so dark that you can't see the writing on the inside, and so that is why I have this piece that we want to put on the inside, and that's where you will write your sentiment. If you have other sentiments that you want to stamp on the inside, you are able to do that. Okay, so we are getting closer to Christmas, and it has snowed, and actually it was like a blizzard here the night I was driving home from Alabama. And when we got to our exit, it was a blizzard. I could not see. I had to stop. It was so bad. But anyway, it made me think, okay, it's time. It's really time for Christmas. Christmas stuff is coming, you know. Thursday is Thanksgiving as I'm recording this, and so I wanted to come on and share another Christmas card idea with you as we're sharing the 12 weeks of Christmas. So I hope that you enjoyed this little project, and give it a try, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. If you haven't subscribed and you just found me, go ahead and subscribe. I hope that you'll join me for other videos that I have. And I look forward to seeing you again with Stamp with Barb Writer. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.